Okay, so it's 1:01. People will start to come in here. So like I said, if anyone, if you, just let me know if you can hear me, and we can figure out why that would be the case. But I'm assuming that everyone can hear me at this point. So like I said on this page here, this is the exhibitor welcome package that all participating exhibitors would have received yesterday. And it goes through all the some important pieces of information that you should know for the upcoming fair. So we have time zones, info session schedule, little message from Branson, about us, Premier Club members, today's event, and the checklist for everything you should make sure that you have done, uh, completed before the fair on Tuesday. So you should have received two emails, one entitled Virtual Event Portal Access, which gives you access to the live platform. So we have a back end and front end, and the back end would be your exhibitor portal, and that's where you make all the edits to your institution's profile. And then the way it's viewed, the way students see it, is in our live portal. So you should definitely have received two emails. If not, send me a little message or an email, and I will make sure to get those to you. And this is a checklist of everything we're going to go through to make sure that your booth is prepared for the upcoming session. I mean, for the upcoming event. Awesome. So I'll take you into the exhibitor portal first. So the exhibitor portal, here on the front page, we have a little message, welcome. And then you see how there's two tabs here, the exhibitor instructions and informations tab. The first step here under instructions is print the screen. So you should definitely, that's a really good first step. This is something that you should definitely print and, check mark or check off once you've completed everything, because this is everything you're going to need to do in order to complete your profile for the booth. So that's the first step there. The next tab I'm going to take you to along the side, we're just going to run down here, is the Edit Profile tab. So once you click the Edit Profile tab, the first things you'll see is your institution name, your tagline, and your description. Let's make sure that all of these are filled in. These are one of the most important things for your profile. You can't change your name, only we can do that on our back end. So if something is wrong with your institution or organization name, please send me an email and I can change that for you right away. The taglines, if you don't have one, come up with something super catchy. And once you hover over these boxes here, each box will give you a little bit of a description about what we're looking for. So, if you have a sports team that, has a mascot, you can say "Go Eagles" or something like that. Something super simple, definitely important. And then a little bit of a description about your organization. And just please note that there's a 5,000 character limit. Okay, and then the next thing here is your email. So this is the email which you would have gotten your these two emails here. You would have received it to this email. That's the one we have on file. If you're going to be sharing your platform or your booth between colleagues, let's say you have a busy day on Tuesday and you're not sure if you'll be able to cover the full duration of the fair yourself, and you want your colleagues to help you, let us know if you want us to change this email to maybe a department email. If you have like an admissions at email or an info at email, we can put that in there, and then you can share those login credentials can be shared amongst your whole team. in case you don't feel comfortable sharing your personal login credentials. So definitely something to keep in mind. The keywords here, keywords are ways that that students find what they're looking for in our exhibit hall. So these are definitely just some basic ones here: international recruitment, study abroad, guidance counselors. This is for us, but definitely include programs that you offer. So um, liberal arts, sciences, engineering. Maybe enter the city that you're located in. Maybe enter any sports that you have, and just separate them by commas. And then when students go into our search fields and our filter fields, and they start typing away things that they're looking for in institution, your school will come up when they type it. So the more keywords you have, the better opportunity for students to find you. And then you have your contact information, so pretty basic, your address, your city, your state, province, postal zip, country, phone. Include whichever phone you want. If you have an office or a cell line here, whatever your main number is here. And then if you have like a communal phone for your admissions office or international admissions office, you might want to put that there. Or if you have another phone number that you prefer students to WhatsApp you on, you might want to put that there too. And these are links. The next section is links here. So website, your Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube video. So an important note here is that don't put the link to your channel. Put a link to one specific video. Okay. And then we also have another field, which I'll go over in a second, which is the promotional video. And in the promotional video, that gives you access to put a second video. So you can have up to 2 videos on your profile. An external meeting link, this is if, an example here, Calendly, if you have any, or Zoom, like meeting links that you have like your booking system set up as, that's something that you can put there. And then you're always gonna want to save your profile. The save button here, hold on, the Zoom thing is just in the way. There's a save button at the bottom of each page. So make sure that after you put in all your edits, you're clicking save, because if you don't click save, everything you just worked on will disappear within a matter of seconds. So definitely click that save. It's so important, especially when I was using the platform for the first time. I lost some stuff and I was like, oh, no one told me about the save button. And for all those who are just joining us, please feel free to put any of your questions in the Q&A box, and we'll be going over them at the end. As well, you can put any other questions into the chat box as well. So chat and Q&A were both utilized. Okay. So the next tab here is your Edit Design tab. So the Edit Design tab goes over all your media that you'd be inputting. So your logos, your thumbnail. So basic, your logo, your thumbnail is like an icon that you use. So our icon is the W. If you see the W, you know that's our brand. So if your school has maybe like a special letter that they use, or even your mascot, you can put that there as well. And then you have a banner which goes at the top of your booth, and your promotional video. So this is a second video. This isn't a link from the internet. This is going to be something that's already downloaded on your computer. So make sure that you, when you click browse, you're going through your files and you're clicking which one you want to choose. The YouTube video from before is just the YouTube link. So 2 different types there. And then at the side, this is a very like miniature style view of your booth here. So you'll have your banner at the top. It doesn't look exactly like this on the platform. It's just a miniature view. Keep that in mind. So you have your banner at the top. then you have your organization or institution name, your tagline. You have all your links that you put in here, and when they click them, it goes straight to those links you put in. And then you have your personal booth representative little um, tab here where they see your name, your position, and they can start a chat with you. And then you can put in all your personal links here, but we'll go through that in a second about how to set this part up here. And then you have your description. And then you have the two videos. So you have the promotional video, and then you have the YouTube video here. So the promotional video will always be on top, and then the YouTube video will always be following that after. Okay, perfect. And also just a great tip when we're going through all this stuff, it might be easy if you have your own tabs open on the side to actually fill this information in as we go along. But if not, you can always ask me questions through email later, and I'd be happy to answer them. And then the next tab is the Assign Task tab. So every exhibitor has these assigned tasks, and then once you complete them, please mark them as complete. So the first, and they all have due dates. So as you can see, the due dates for these were a couple days ago. So the first one is add your tagline and organization description. That can be done in the edit profile section. Then you're going to add your contact email, which is also in your edit profile tab. Have the keywords, we went over those. Your contact information, so your address, your links, your social media links, your designs, we just went over those, your logo, thumbnail, banner, promo video, and then upload any files, which we'll go through in a second, and select your filters, which we'll go through in a second. So once you complete them, here, let me see if I mark them as complete, confirm, and I get confetti. How exciting. The next tab here is your file uploads. So in your file uploads tab, this is the tab where you can upload as many files as you want. These are things that will aid students when looking through your profile. So if you have like brochures, I know a lot of schools have various kinds of brochures for either various markets or various program brochures or tuition brochures. You can put those all here. Anything that you put here will show up directly on your booth, right above the videos. The next tab is your search filter tab. So your search filter tab are for when I show you in the live portal, our filter tab where students can click and filter through the different options that are available, the different services that schools have to offer. So, scholarships are in here. Which country are you in? What types of degrees do you offer? Diplomas, programs, sports, religion. So these are all things that you should be clicking off if they apply to you. Normally we see for schools, the average school will click between 20 and 30 filters here. And then the last tab here is just announcements. So announcements we have on the portal, on the live platform, you will see in this tab here. So I'm going to go through all questions at the end of the presentation. So keep putting them in. And then what I'll take you to next is our speaker portal. So our speaker portal looks very similar to our exhibitor portal. However, it's if you are a participating speaker in our info sessions. So same setup, we have a little welcome message here, instructions in the second tab, and print the screen. Again, a really good tip. print the screen so that once you go through it and complete things, you can check it off right away. The next tab is the profile tab. So edit your profile. So for speakers, you have to do it in both places so that your information shows up in your booth as well as in the info sessions tab on the live portal. So put your name, your email, your title, your institution, and then a little bit about yourself, your profile picture, contact information, websites, Twitter, LinkedIn, um, all that jazz. And if you notice here, the only things that are required are the the headings with the red stars, asterisks. So that's all you have to. That's all you're required to fill out. The rest is optional. It's an important note there. And then the next tab is the info sessions tab. In that info sessions tab, so I just, for the purposes of this this webinar, I added myself to one of our info sessions that are going to be taking place with David here. So I see my group member, I see the title of the session here. Oof, I see the date and time there. I see my session title and my session description. Please make sure, for all those people who are speaking out there, please make sure that you're not changing the title or description if it's already filled out. Those have been filled out by us, and before you make any changes, because this is what we use for marketing as well, please let us know. And then you're going to want to click save because it's very important to do that. And then the next tab here is assigned tasks. So just like the exhibitor portal for the speaker portal, there's only about three tasks, so much less than the exhibitor portal. And then the next tab here is the session files. So these are files that you would want to upload that are relevant to the either relevant to the session and the topic you're discussing, or it can just be about your organization. So you can put those in the, oops, oh yeah, you can put those in the, in your booth, or you can also put those in your info session tab. And so you put your file here, you add the file you want to upload here by clicking browse. And then whatever title you put here, that's how it'll show up to the public. So if the title of an actual file that you have on your computer is something that you don't want to title it on the live platform, totally fine. You can just upload or call it whatever you want there. And then you're going to click add file. And then again, all announcements that are posted on the platform go here as well. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now that we have gone through the exhibitor and the speaking portal, what I want to take you through next is our live platform. So this is what our live platform looks like for the upcoming fair. I'll take you to the page. So this is the home page. My social wall would load, that'd be amazing. One second, my computer is just loading here. Perfect. So this is the homepage. We have our social media here. So if you want to catch up on all the fun things that we have up to, you can you can scroll through that there. And then in the middle here, you have a little welcome video. All the announcements that we post will be posted here on the main homepage. And then each event has their own, each page here, as we go through the page, each page will have their own public chat box. So, once you head on and the event starts, you might want to put something in here called like, "Hey, welcome everyone. We're so excited to be here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me." And it's just a welcome. It's just like something to say hello, and then students will actually see your comments on public chat, and they'll be more inclined probably to send you a message because it's a little warm welcome there. So definitely um, participate within the public chats across the platform. And then, so what I'll go through here with the public chats, this is all the messages. If you click this tab here, you'll see all the messages. And then here you'll see everyone who's been participating in the chats. And then up top here, this is the number of attendees on the platform. So by the green dot, these are all the students who are live and participating. If you click the select language tab, you can translate the page into whichever language suits your needs, if that's easier for you. And then we also have accessibility features. So if you want to make your profile seizure safe, if your vision is impaired, all these different types of things to make your experience the best possible will be there. And then we have this notification bell here. So within the notification bell, anytime someone sends you a message or anytime someone is uh, or we post an announcement, sorry, they'll be posted here. And then all the ones that you've seen and read will go into the red file. So the new is all the ones you haven't seen, red, obviously ones you've seen. Awesome. And then we'll head into the first thing you should do when you enter the profile, when you enter the platform. Click on the account tab here. And you're gonna have you're gonna see two kind of screens here, your profile screen and then your change password. So if you want to change your password from the temporary one that we've sent you, you can do that here. And then when you scroll through your profile here, this is how students will see your profile in that booth representative box there. So you put your institution, your title, a little bit about yourself, your profile picture, website, LinkedIn, Twitter, Calendly if you have, or any other meeting link to set up meetings with students. But we do want to mention that it is, when participating in the fair on the actual day of, maybe make the meetings available within your meeting link for after the fair, because it is a live fair and we do want students to be participating and speaking, and we want exhibitors to be interacting as much as possible. So keep that in mind when going through. You mark off what you want, and then your time zone here is automatic to where you're located. So don't feel that all the times on the platform are not in your time zone. You don't have to do anything. It automatically detects where you're located, and it'll change your time zone based on that. And then you're going to want to save your changes. And then we'll go through the exhibit hall. My computer will load. So the exhibit hall. So the exhibit hall. So a couple of cool things to note. This is really the meat and potatoes of the fair. This is where we have all our participating schools, and this is how this is where your profile will show up. So if I go to the Worldwide College Tours profile here, our booth, that banner, your organization name, your tagline, your links are here. You scroll down, everything that you updated in the accounts tab here, though everything I just went through will show up here. So you have my profile picture, my name, my title, my organization. I can start a chat, and my LinkedIn which goes straight to my LinkedIn, but you can also put your school's LinkedIn, whatever you feel comfortable with. That description that we talked about is here. Your promotional video is here, and your YouTube video is here. And so just like the homepage, as I would mentioned, the public chat, every school on their booth has their own public chat box. So, once the fair starts, you might want to type in something here like, welcome everyone, we're so excited. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be available all day, something like that. And then you can see over here how many people are actually looking at your currently looking at your booth. So this, just to go back, this green dot is everyone online, everyone on the platform at the current moment. And this here is everyone who's on this specific page, just to clarify. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna go through is the booth visitors tab. So the booth visitors tab is everyone who's looked at your profile. All the students who've passed by will be listed here, and then you can start a chat with them directly. You can start a private chat there, send them a message. I can send myself, hey, and then it shows up here in my private message box, which we'll go through in a second. So definitely make sure that you're taking a look at this page, because you really want to message everyone on this list, because those are the students who are actively looking at your profile and interested in what you have to offer. And then we're going to take you to the info sessions tab. I have my notes here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So with the info sessions tab, these are all the info sessions we have listed, or we have available for the upcoming fair. If you click this one here, the one that I said as an example, with myself included, everything you put in the speaker portal will be here. So we have the title, the session title, the date, the time. When the session goes live, it'll be live in this box. So you don't have to go into Zoom or anything like that. It's all here. You can add it to your calendar if you want to be, extra reminded there. The speakers are listed, and the description of the info session and the files that were uploaded are also here. So that's how this looks. To register for an info session, all students have to do is click this plus button. And once you click that plus button, I'm now registered, and I'll get a reminder when closer to the time of the session. Okay, the next tab here, we have some new things since the last time we've done this. This is the speaker tab. So all the speakers who will be presenting are also listed in this tab, and students can read through the speaker profiles as well in a different view. Also, talking about new features, within the exhibit hall, this order here is now randomized. So with every, I believe it's every couple minutes, this order will switch up randomly. So everyone will have a chance to be on the top at some point, and then throughout the day, your order will be switched up randomly. And then we also have a new prize portal here, which is new for students. If they answer some questions about what's going on at the fair, they're entered to win some prizes. Some other things here, the information tab. This is basically how to use the live portal here. This is really helpful, mainly for students, because exhibitors have a lot of information within the portals. But for students, they can head here if they have any questions on how to use it, or even for some exhibitors and speakers, if you have extra questions about how exactly to use some of the features. We just went over everything, but this is a rundown of everything we just went through. And then you can also listen to it in a little video here that I have pre-recorded. So, bum, 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 bum. Let me see if there's anything else. I'll go into my Q&A and chat box. If anyone had any questions, feel free to ask away. So when will students be able to see our profile? So students hop onto the platform the day of. We don't provide login details until the day of. They get it about between 30 to 15 minutes before the fair. They hop on with their temporary password that was sent similarly to how it was sent to you. And they hop on, and then they'll come onto this homepage and go through and see what's interesting to them. Let me know if that answered your question. Any other questions, please pop it in there. I know I had a question here. Do you have a list of suggested keywords, someone asked? So we don't have like a set list, but what I would do is take a look through this page here, this search filter page. So these are filters that we have put in. So if you look at the exhibit hall here, there's the search field, and then there's the filter field. So the filter field is all of those filters that we just that are listed here. So the more you check off, the more chance you have to pop up when students click through these. But you obviously only click ones that are applicable to you. If you don't offer a fashion design degree or program, I wouldn't click that off, because then that would be misinformation. But let's say I click one of these, for example, scholarships, and then I can see that all of these schools offer scholarships. Cool. And then so the search filter is free flow text. That's a good way to think about it. So when you're going through here, students might not notice the filter tab. Students might just be thinking, hey, I want to know which schools have scholarships. So then, type in scholar, or they'll type in scholarships, and these schools offer scholarships. Yeah, so definitely think about these same categories. Where in the world are you? Do you offer scholarships, degrees, diplomas? What kinds? Are they bachelor's, master's, advanced diplomas? What do you have to offer? What kinds of programs do you have to offer? The ones that we have, are really, really easy. But they're easy, but people definitely search them up. So international, global. What else do we got here? Admissions, virtual, recruitment. Those are all things that describe us. ESL, athletics, exchange programs, enrollment, that sort of stuff. Okay, I believe I answered that question. If you need me to go over that again, I can, or to explain it differently, I can. Can you share the size requirements? Mine keeps looking fuzzy. Okay, so for the logo here, the size requirements are all listed within those tabs. Within the Edit Design tab. So I see that the logo one doesn't have that. So a wide version is always best. If you can maybe give with a transparent background, that's also no white spaces. That's also really important. Can you maybe give me a little bit more detail on what size it is? It shouldn't be like it's a logo, so any kind of logo should work. If it looks fuzzy, I can take a look at it if you want to send me an email, and I can tell you how to make it look better. Okay. Um, okay, another question I have here. Can two institution representatives be connected at the same time and chat with two separate students and have two separate video calls going on? Okay, so that's a really good point here, actually. So within the private chat box here, forgot to go over this earlier. Um, all your chats are here, the ones that students have been chatting with you. And then you can also join a video call. So with the video call, you click that, it'll set up your, make sure all your requirements are good, and then you click start video. And then you can be one-on-one directly with a student. That's a really good point that I forgot to mention earlier. But can two people be on the platform at the same time? No. In terms of exhibitor booth representatives, we like to keep it at one, just because when we kind of are setting up our platform here, um, uh, you have a primary account holder, and then you have and then anyone else who's uploaded as a booth representative. The accounts don't talk to each other in a way where you'll be talking to one student, and then you can see that you responded, but then when your colleague goes onto the computer, goes onto the platform, they won't see your response. So it gets a little messy. So we like to keep it at one, so that schools aren't double messaging students and whatnot. But as I suggested earlier, if you do want to have a communal account between your colleagues, you can let me know and I can change your account email to a generic email. If you have like an admissions email or an info email that you would like to use, and then kind of you can share the login details with that one account. That is possible. Hopefully that answered your question. Any other questions from anyone I can help answer? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And then right after the event, you will get, or maybe not right after, but then within the next day, 24 hours, you will receive a list of all the student leads who have visited your booth. You'll receive two lists, one of everyone who's specifically looked at your booth, and then we'll have another one with the full database of everyone who participated in the event. Awesome. Awesome possum. So, for everyone who's been joining throughout, please put your questions into the Q&A and chat boxes, and I'll be happy to answer them. Someone's just typing here. Yeah, so if you, so it's not a community account, but it's definitely, um, I get the community account. So if you want to use a communal account, um, for example, let's say admission at school.edu. Let's say that was your email. That's how those are the login credentials everyone would use to log into the platform. And then once they're on the platform, students will students will be messaging that one account, and then whoever's working the event that day, everyone will log into the same account, see all the same messages, and you can all respond and see each other's responses. So that takes out that problem that we were seeing if we have, more than one booth representative. People weren't seeing the same messages, so we just said we're going to leave it at one account. Everyone sees the messages. No one's messaging students twice. Um, it makes it a lot easier. Let me know if that answers your question. Yeah. So to make sure that everyone has access to all the messages and no one's double messaging, we keep it to one email account. So if you did want to change that in your account settings, let me know, and I can change it to that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so to reach me via email, I'll post it in the I'll post my, sorry, I'm reading messages. I mean, I'm reading questions as they come in. I'll post my email in the chat box so everyone can have access to it and can email me with any questions they had afterwards. And then, is this recorded for others to watch later? Yes. So I am recording and we will be posting it on our YouTube channel tomorrow. Yeah, within 24 hours. Like tomorrow, yeah. uh, Okay, I hope that answered your question. And I'll also post the link to our YouTube channel. So I just posted the link to our YouTube channel where people can find the recording of this session tomorrow. And then also my email for questions later is first initial, last name. Perfect. So my email is also posted in the chat box. So actually, hold on. One second. There you go. That's the YouTube channel. And oof, that's my email. Does everyone see that? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So I'll give it another minute or two for any last minute questions, and then we'll wrap up. I'm excited to see everyone at the event if you're participating on Tuesday from I'll leave it at this page for everyone so we don't get confused about times. So it's 12 to 6 Eastern time, and then depending on where you are in the world, it might be different. Okay, yeah, and then remember to take a look at the this exhibitor welcome pack that you got sent yesterday for all the details on the upcoming fair. We have lots of fun stuff. Okay, well, it's been great having this presentation with you all, and I hope this was helpful, that everyone got the information that they require to set them up for success at the fair in a couple days. And if you had any other questions, feel free to reach me at my email. Okay. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye now.